Okay. So, Tony, you were a longtime trader on the floor, and you promised to stick around and tell us, one of these stories. Is it actually from the pit again, or is this from your days on the trading desk?
Yeah, this is on the trading desk. This is an FX story, and this came about because I just had lunch with a bunch of my old colleagues from Goldman Sachs, and we were talking about the good old days, obviously. And so there's one story that goes where a bunch of us are about to walk out the door on a Friday, and it's a Friday during the summertime. And I'm chatting with some of the guys on the desk. There's maybe three or four of us, which includes the Dollar Canada trader. And we're going to just call him Brez for now, right? So all of a sudden, the sales guy starts his hands up, and it's like I said, it's 5:30 in the afternoon on a Friday. The market's closed. We're all about to walk out the door, and he goes, "Hey, Brez, I need you here." He goes, "I need. Can you show me a bid on $50 Dollar Canada?" And so Brez is taken back, but he sees an opportunity here, so he kind of grabs the situation, and he says, "Look, if you're going to sell me $50 Canada, I'll get you a price. If you want to see a bid, you can see one on the screen, right? Don't waste my time. It's 5:30 in the afternoon, 5:30 in the afternoon on Friday. Do not waste my time." So very smartly, the salesperson goes back to the client. It's a quick conversation. He comes back and goes, "Look, I'll sell you $50 Canada. Will you show me a bid?" He goes, "Oh, of course, I'll show you a bid." So he goes into a broker line. He calls his buddy Richie. He goes, "Hey, Richie, can you get me a bid somewhere for $50 in Canada?" And he goes, "Yeah, hang on a second. Let me look around." Right. So the last screenshot is like, I remember the price too. It was like 132.50. So he goes, "Look, it was right around where it is now, actually." He goes, "I'll pay you 132.40 for $50." He goes, "You're too kind. You're too kind." He goes, "Do them at 35. It's fine." He goes, "Oh, really? You sure?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Do them at 35. So he calls up, he leans over to the client. He goes, "Tell the client that he's done at 25, 132 and a quarter. I bought 50. Leans over to the P&L kid. He goes, "Hey, Billy, can you adjust my P&L up $15,000 today? Thanks very much, guys. Have a nice weekend." Walks out. So it was like the ultimate take a report. He squeezed out an extra 5 points for the broker. He squeezed another 20 pips out of the client. He was like, "Look, you want liquidity on Friday afternoon? This is what it cost you." And he walked out the door. Everybody made money, and we just had a big laugh about it. It was
At
a
the
little
client's
bit
expense.
at the client's expense, but this was stuff that was going on everywhere. Number one,
Yeah.
and number two, this was in the mid '90s, and if you could find somebody to give, like, he was the only shop on the street that was showing a bid for 50 Canada at 5:30 on Friday afternoon. That's a pretty big, that's a pretty large size order back then. That's $37,000 every 10 points. So
Yeah.
but it was a good fun to go over it, and good to remember that when the days when it was that easy to make money.
Yeah, it sure was. It was back in the good old days. Actually,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm surprised he only took a dime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or
You could have
whatever.
probably gotten away with more.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, thanks for
Right.
joining. Thanks for sharing that with us, Tony. And thanks again for joining us. So, for everyone, remember, Tony is going to be on every month now. It's going to be the second Friday of every month. He's going to join us for the Tony's Navigator morning, kind of special episode, the second guest of it. And for those who, want to get more Tony, make sure you go to his website and you sign up. He's got a new free daily email that he's sending out. Make sure you get in touch with him to get that. And listen, do him a favor and actually go even one step further, because his regular letter is gold. I tell you, Jerry, gold. And there you go.
You're
Thanks
the best,
again,
man.
Tony.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tony.
You guys are the bomb. Thank you. Have a great weekend, fellas.
You too. Have fun at Frampton, buddy.